Arnold Schwarzenegger discloses unusual training technique for the Terminator's gun scenes. The legendary actor Arnold Schwarzenegger has disclosed the remarkable efforts he made to get ready for his part in the Terminator. Considered one of Schwarzenegger's most iconic performances in a decades-long career as a Hollywood action star, director James Cameron was initially reluctant to meet with the Conan the Barbarian star for the role of the human resistance fighter Kyle Reese. Nevertheless, Schwarzenegger would finally win Cameron over with his understanding of how the evil T-800 ought to be portrayed, and he would go on to play the part that the studio was notoriously pressuring O.J. Simpson to play. The action star said in his most recent book, Be Useful, 7 Tools for Life, that he blindfolded himself in order to practice blindfolding himself for every gun stunt he had to perform before the movie. Additionally, he shot so many times at a shooting range that he eventually learned not to blink when his gun fired. He remained dedicated to the critically lauded follow-up, practicing the iconic shotgun flip until his knuckles bled. As I became more like a machine on the Terminator, I blindfolded myself until I could perform all gun stunts with my eyes closed and fired so many rounds at the range that I stopped blinking when my gun discharged. For what felt like 2 seconds on screen in Terminator 2, I was practicing the shotgun cocking flip so many times that my knuckles bled. I didn't voice any complaints. Few roles in Schwarzenegger's career have had as much popularity and longevity as his portrayal of the T-800 mechanical killer from the future. This includes Conan the Barbarian and Major Alan Dutch Schieffer from Predator, even though he would go on to play the character in 4 more sequels and provide a computer-generated version of his appearance in 2009's Terminator Salvation. His performance in 1984 remains his greatest as Cyberdyne's future-killing machine. During the filming of the first The Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, still fresh from his years as a champion bodybuilder, had an incredible physique that was at its peak. He also played an antagonist who was unaffected by attempts to humanize him, even though the 1991 film Terminator 2: Judgment Day is still the far more successful and well-liked installment in the series. It also started the trend of Schwarzenegger's T-800 assuming a growing number of human mannerisms that contrasted with the distinctly mechanical, cold monstrosity shown in the first film.